Hello everyone and welcome to the specialty class at 6:30 and Crafty Thursday starting at 7, but we are going to continue through. So I hope you enjoy Thursday night creating with me tonight. We're using the Dear Santa stamp set tonight. This is a new one and it's really quite cute. Hi Kaz, can you hear me all right? Hi Susan. Just checking that everyone can hear me all right tonight before we get going. Hello, can you hear me? Let me know in the comments if you can hear me. Yes, we can hear you. Very good, Kaz. That's a thumbs up. I need to know that. Hi, Tanya. How are you? Excuse me. Oh. Sorry, I thought I was going to sneeze. I got tickling the nose. Wow. How's everyone's day been? Kaz has worked really hard today. Really hard. We got a lot done today. My craft room's starting to actually look like a craft room again, and the floor needs doing, but other than that, it's not too bad. You can hear me, Susan? Thank you. It's good to see you. I can hear you. It sounds echoey. Laugh out loud. Is that paper? Yeah. I'm not going to do the swear word, but yes. Have you all got your cuppers? Who's got their cuppa with them? Well, tonight we have got gift giving, and I haven't got everyone's names down quite yet. I've been writing because we started off a whole new, emptied the bag out and starting off scratch again. So that's what we were doing today. We were scratching. So, okay, I'm just trying to see where I've put my list of names. Oh, over here somewhere. I know I've been writing them out. But I haven't finished them. But I'm going to do random tonight. A random pick tonight. So I might just, because we're right at the beginning of the new one, so I might just get you to answer a question throughout tonight, and someone might get a gift that way. We're going to do it a bit different tonight. Hi Heather, how are you? Hi Susan. What's happening with the challenge card? Sorry, what's happening with the challenge card? Did you miss out last night, Susan? Were you booked in? Did you book in with me? You can message me later if you want to. You can still get onto any of the challenge classes. Anyone that pays their $20, you can go into any month if you haven't been on a month before. If you're just new starting the challenges, you can start off back in June and July, August, September, October, and then we've got November next month. Are you talking about my fortnightly one next month, because it's meant to be the first Wednesday? The Centre Step Christmas card. Sorry, lovely, I'm going to have to talk to you after because I'm not quite sure. Did we not do it, or we did do it, or were we meant to send you one, or what was the go? Because I can't remember. I've had a lot going on. So you'll have to message me and jog my memory. Sorry about that, Sweetie. Whatever it was, I'm not too sure. So tonight I'm going to be using also a beautiful collection of the Deckled Circles. Who likes these ones? These. That's all right, Margaret. Well, next time you'll click on a little bit earlier. When you do join the special, I'll just go through it. When you do the Fun Folk card class, when I send out the link in the morning, you need to actually link into that, and then I have to go through and bring you into the class. So the quicker you do it, the quicker you get on your link, and then you just link in that night and you'll be fine. So yeah, it's important to link on as soon as you can and save that link somewhere, or save, it should go straight into your Facebook groups anyhow. So click onto your groups and then click onto my groups or your groups, and then it should come up in your groups on your Facebook page. So the Deckled Circle dies are fantastic, but you know now. It's okay. That's good, Margaret. I'm glad you clicked on. That's really good. Hi, Kerry. How are you? Now, the Deckled dies are one of my favourite dies because they have got bigger dies and then they come down to all the sizes. So we're going to do a circle easel card tonight using our dear Santa stamp set. So really excited about that. Now I'm going to just do a random draw. So let me just see who I've got on here that I can do a random draw with tonight, and see that how about Christine Parker? Christine Parker, I think Christine is from Bensdale, if I remember correctly. So Christine Parker, where are you? I just saw your name. I'm sure I saw your name. Oh, there you are. I'm just going to put first prize there next to your name. Sorry, it's a really funny way of doing it tonight. Oh, that's good, Kerry. I'm so glad that you're well and that you're good. Okay, so let's come down to the workbench and have a look at what we're going to be doing tonight. So let me just grab all these pieces. I don't know why I've got so many pieces, because I've got a lot of pieces in case we get to make 2 cards. Okay, so let me share this with you. Where's our dies? I want to get the dies out and share it step by step with you, so that you know. Now look at all these different size beautiful dies. I love all the different sizes we have in here. But the one thing that I do love is that we get to use some of these big ones for our cards, which is really good, like our round easel cards. Now when I actually put this one onto the die cutting machine, I actually had a paper and I folded it in half, and then I brought this down over, but at the top here you can sort of see where I left it off in this little gap here. So my fold was down a little bit further, and then I cut from there, so I left this little fold. And the reason I did that was so that I can open it up like that. Okay, which is really brilliant. Now the next thing you need to do is then cut one big one by itself, so it goes over the top of that card, and then you don't see that fold line. Okay, you don't see that because it's disappeared. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is line this up. Ha ha ha. It doesn't matter if you don't, but if you can, you can, and if you don't, it doesn't matter. Okay, there's no right or wrong. So let's just put some glue. But I do want to put some glue right around the edge on this, but you've got to be careful you don't have it too thick, because the last thing you want is it to sneak out at the edges. Now I'm sort of looking. I think we'll have buckles and none, so I'm just going to place it as long as it's covering that piece there. Now with the easel card, once you get that front bit on, make sure it's stuck really nice. So just give it a good rub. Fold your circle into that fold line. Okay, so you're going to fold it into that fold line there. And then you're going to grab your bone folder and this is going to give you your round easel card. Okay, so is everyone following me there? Okay, so once you've done that, then you need to decorate. Okay, and you can decorate by putting this one now on like that and bringing it down. Now you can have the white up behind it as well if you want to, like that first one. You can just stick half on and have the white up behind it too, but tonight I chose not to do that. I just chose to put my red half on here. So this is going to be glued to that fold line. Okay, so when you do that, you sort of put your finger where you think, put your finger where that line is going across. Okay, so you can sort of see we're just gluing this bit, and this is going on the bottom bit. Now the reason I glued the two together here, because I've used the thin cardstock and I like it to be quite solid. If I had used my thick cardstock, then I would have just had the one and had the white one sitting up as well. Okay, but because I've used my thin, because there's two different whites in our paper. So one's a thick white and one's a thinner white. So because I'm using the thinner white tonight, I want to make sure that it's got a bit of bulk there. Okay, because when it's sitting up, I want it to sit up without falling because it's too floppy. So it's got a lot of nice solidness in there. Okay, so the next thing is you've got to work out roughly where you or what you want to do with the inside as well as your outside. Okay, so I decided that I'd come in with the red, the real red, and I've come in with 2 sizes down. Okay, I think it's 2 sizes down. Or it might be the third size down from the outside. Yeah. So when I say the third size down, you've got your big one, which I call your first one, your second one, and then your third one, which is this one here I use for the red. Just in case you've got them at home, because you go, I wonder what she actually used. So yeah, I used that one. So I'm going to bring this one in and glue that onto here. Now, if you want to just use the red, I'm going to put some designer series paper on mine. Or I think I am. Let me just see what I'm going to do. I did cut out one in the designer series paper, and I'm sort of thinking, okay, so now we've got the red and the red and the red and the white. Okay, it looks quite nice. So I was thinking of bringing this in down the bottom because I want to put, I'm just looking at all the pieces I've got here. I want to put one of those stamped images in here, or do I want the houses in there, and then come in with, let me just see which one fits over the stamps, and then I can come in with that small one. I'm just looking to see because they're all different sizes. I just cut out, you can see I've cut out a heap of different sizes. I even went and cut one out and put it through the embossing as well in case we wanted a bit of decoration. I wasn't sure what I wanted. The Dia Sant is back to front and it's going to fit on this small one perfectly, and I thought that would be a good stopper. Okay, so the Dia Sant will be a good stopper. And I thought, you know, we could use a bit of the houses strip across here as well. But I'm just seeing, I might come in with, I'm just seeing if I've got a small enough one. I think that one That one's pretty awesome. It sort of will do any of them. So just make sure that you place them over them, and just also make sure that your images, because it's telling you on here, images at 85%, so that's not the size of them. Okay, this is a little tip that I want to share with you, because you go like that and you go, oh, that's fine, and then you get your stamp out and it goes off the page. You think, why did that happen? I've measured it on the front. But make sure that where your code is here, it will always tell you whether it's 100%, 70%, 50%. This one's 85%, so it will tell you the size, 85%. Now let me grab the stamp out and share this with you, because can you see the difference now? You can really see the difference. This one's much bigger than this one. Okay, so you can sort of see that that's going to come off now, that circle. You think, oh, okay, when I tried it on the cover, but the cover could be different. Okay, so, excuse me, I just want you to be aware of that, because sometimes you're just not aware of it, and that can be quite daunting when you're doing cards and you're going by the cover. So then check out and you can go, oh, this one's not too bad, you know, so this one's not too bad. It'll have a little bit off the edge, but not the main picture, but it will have a little bit off the edge. The more you bring it down to the circle, the more you're going to lose on the sides, but as you can see, it's only going to be a tiny little bit on this particular one. Okay, so that one's not too bad. And then if you pull out this one, which is this lady here, you can see she's a lot bigger. Can you see the difference in the size? So then check this one and see, oh, this one's going to fit in perfectly into the middle of that one. So, you know, I might go with that one. So you can sort of choose which one you want to go for. I'm going to do her writing the list. So I'm going to go with this one to start off with. So did everyone have a good day today? Tell me in the comments, did you have a good day? I love it when you all have a good day. We don't always. Sometimes we get sad news or bad news or some excellent good news. If you've got good news, tell me about it. I hope you're all having a cup of tea, because keeping my throat going tonight. Okay, so I'm inking this up with the Memento Black. And I'm going to come sort of halfway on this one. I'm sort of, I might come in halfway. Just give it a press. And you can see she's not very happy, but she's writing her list. She's not she's not a very happy chappy here. She's writing her list, but that's okay. We can still come in with that. So we're going to use our blends. We're going to do a bit of colouring here. So I'm coming in with the Daffodil Delight Light. Okay, and then we're going to come in and we're going to blend over the top of that with light crumb cake. Thank you to all the girls that joined our Fun Fold card class last night. Now, like I said, if you missed out on it and you still want to join, you can still join. You just pay your $20, the same as the girls did last night. And you can go on and make the beautiful cards that we made last night. I haven't even shared them yet. It's been a lot going on. Okay, so light crumb cake, and I'm sort of going to come in and do a little bit of highlighting with this in her hair as well. bring this over this way, just so we get like a little bit of sun shining through over on the hair. Okay, so we're going to use, I like to use either the neutral, which is this one, I think. Sorry, it's called ivory. I like to use the ivory or the light petal pink for my skin tone, because you'll get two different types of skin tone on this. Let me just, not on that bit, let me grab let me grab a scrap. Well, I don't have a scrap because, oh yes I do. My beautiful worker packed up all my cardstock today, which was fantastic. So you can sort of see that's a light colour. And then this one's a bit more pinky. So, and then you've got other colours in here as well. They're called the Stampin' Up! 000s. So this one's Stampin' Up! 800. So this one's a darker pink again. And then it goes 800, and then you can go up even higher. This one's a 700, so but it will be a lot brighter. Okay, let me just share that with you. So you can sort of see you will get all different colours of the shade. So this is your ivory, which is very light, and then you've got your pink. Which one's this one? The petal pink, which is very light as well. But I like the petal pink. I don't mind that for the face. So I'm going to come in and do that for her face, and I'm only pressing on it very lightly because I only want a really light effect with it. I don't want to come in and press too heavy. You've got to, God bless this little girl, she's got her eyes screwed up and she's really concentrating on writing this letter to Santa. Okay, so we're going to put that on there. Then if you wanted to add anything more on there, you can add some more colours into her face. Okay, so we'll leave that for a minute. We'll jump over to her beautiful little red jumpsuit. And I'm going to use the fine pen end this time because, as you know, it's only a little image that we're colouring in. And I'm going to give her green pants. Sometimes you've got to really look to see where and what is in the picture. Okay, so I think this bit, oh, that's the paper. Okay, I'm not going to colour that in. Sometimes you've really got to look because you can colour in something and go, that's not the top. It's a bit late when she coloured it in. So we're going to come down here. Her green little pants. I might give her a green bow as well. So she's got her little green bow, and we'll give her some little red socks. So she's quite cute actually. And then for the paper, you can come in and do a light colour, like I'm thinking like pool party, like a nice light, or even the soft green, soft sea foam. Where's that one? Soft sea foam over here. Yeah, so I think the sea foam would be a nice colour to come in with our paper. She's decided to come with a bit of colour paper. Okay, and this is her paper in here as well, so make sure that you work out where her bit of paper is. her hand's resting on the paper, so you sort of, after a little while, you get to focus on what she's actually doing here. Okay. So that's her colouring in, and if you want to, like I said, you can do the face, you can do a little bit more on the face. She's, we could do some, let's see, just when you're doing cheeks and things like that, just do a little dot, don't do too much, and then come back and blend over with the same colour that you've used, and blend it because it will bleed out. Okay, so come and let it blend, and you'll get her cheeks going there. You might want to also like bring in a tiny little bit of green on her eyes, and you might just want to come in around the black bit there and just do a little bit of green on her eyes, so she's got green eyes. Okay, so I'm just going to hold that up for you. Thank you for everyone that's been coming on. I will say hello to you afterwards. Okay, so now we're I'm going to come up. I'm going to come up and say hello to everyone. Who's on here? Hi, Michelle. How are you? Good to see you on tonight. Who else have we got on here? Can I move this? Or I'm always frightened to move it. Okay, I'm not going to touch it. Hopefully it will scroll up. We're going to do another gift. Who is going to win a gift? And you've got mystery gifts. You don't know what you're going to get until you get them. And I'm not quite sure whether what I've actually picked. I put some things into a little container and then I pull one out, and that will be my mystery gift for roughly for that month. Me. Oh, Kaz, you. I am looking to see who is on my sheet, and I'm just running my fingers down the sheet at the moment, and to see who is going to win a mystery gift and a bit of happy mail. I've got a big sheet here. I feel like I'm doing the Santa list because I've got sheets and sheets and sheets and sheets, and I haven't cut them all up yet. That's why I'm running a bit late. I'm running a bit late. Okay, I think our mystery, let's just run our fingers down. I've got them all in a row now, and I'm just going to close my eyes and I'm going to stop. Oh, there you go. We have stopped on, who's that? Alison Britt. Alison Britt. Congratulations. You're our second winner, Alison. Are you on here tonight? That's lovely. Congratulations. And we've got another gift to give away in a minute, later. Hi, Gay. How are you? It's good to see you on. How's your dog going? Been walking your puppy? So let's come down and finish this card. Okay, how's that? Got that in a pretty good spot. Okay, so what do you need? When you're doing a easel card, you need a stopper. Okay, so you've got to work out what you want to do. So I'm sort of thinking I probably need your help here. We can bring this in on the side here and have some of the houses, or in the middle, or we can have it down a little bit, or we can just bring it in on the red, or we can do another white underneath it and raise it up and bring that a little bit bigger. There's just lots of different things that you can do. And then you can sort of come in with the Happy Santa across there, and we can bring some of this paper. I've got it over here, I think. We can do a strip of that paper across the bottom there. So let's just grab a strip of that paper and see if that's what we want to do. Okay, so I've got some of this paper here. And yeah, let's do that. Let's have a look. Now, we might even want to go the opposite side of the paper. That's something that you can do, because remember, our paper, what does it do? It's two-sided. So that's awesome. Okay, let me just bring this up. So we can do the house side, or we can do the candy canes. Look at that. We have got the candy canes. What side do you reckon? What side do you reckon? The candy canes or the houses? Let me just put this up so I'll let you have a few minutes to tell me. Hi Mary, how are you? Good to see you on. Just adding names down that I haven't yet added, but I know you've been on. Candy canes. Yeah, I actually like the candy canes for this particular one as well. I think it's quite nice. I mean, the houses are lovely, but I wouldn't put that over the top of it probably. But because I want to use the stamp set tonight, I think I'll go with this one. I think so too. I think the candy canes. What's everyone thinking? The candy canes? Now, this piece here, will I run that through an embossing folder and put it underneath and have a little bit of like the dots, like these dots? Or will we just, thanks Susan, or will we just have this on here? I think I've got it crooked. No, that's right. What do you think? We can put a bow on here if we wanted to as well. We can put some ribbon on it if we wanted to. What do you think? I think we're going to go to candy canes because everyone's going candy canes. So let's go with that. Let me bring you down. I won't leave you hanging this time. You like the dots, the white emboss? Okay, so do we want to do white emboss on this one? So I'm going to go and quickly run this through the white emboss. Quickly. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh. You're all talking together? Okay. I'm going to show you this beautiful circle one that I'm going to be using because it is really, really gorgeous. Okay. Oh. This is probably a fantastic one to go with these dies too. It's this circle one, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's got circles and circles and circles, and I think it was designed really to go with this set because it just works out so beautiful. And look how gorgeous that comes up, and you get pattern all the way around it. Who's got this one? I think it's a gorgeous one. Okay, so let's go with our candy canes. Let's put that down next. So we're going to go with this one, and it doesn't really matter which way that goes because you don't have to line it up like you do with the houses because the candy canes are going all anyway. Doesn't matter. So we're going to put this in here. Bring that down, and then we're going to use some dimensions, I think, to bring this up a little bit, to raise it up, to make it look a little bit different. Okay. Okay, Kaz, yes, I'm singing. She said to me today, do you realise you sing? I went, oh, I don't know, do I? But yes, obviously I do. I just noticed it. Before I don't think I heard it, but I can hear myself tonight. Okay. So this is gorgeous. We're going to put this one here. I like that. Okay, so we've got that so far, and then we've got to come in with this, or we've got to come in with a white. So I'm sort of thinking I might just go this white and then put, okay, so we're going to put this first. So we're going to stick this on and then we're going to cut around because we want that nice and straight. So I'm going to hold that nice and straight in front of me so I know that my fold is on a line, so I know that I've got that nice and straight, and I'm just going to pop that across here. I'm going to grab that and turn it over. Okay, I put my scissors away, there you go. Done well today. And then I'm just going to cut that around. Okay, that's really good. And then cut around this one as well. Okay, so we've got that happening there. Then we can come in with this, I think, because you're going to need somewhere to write. We could have come in probably with a bit bigger one, but I think that's enough room to write a message, and you can always write a message up in here if you really want to. So we're going to do this one. Going to bring it about there, I think. And then we're going to come in with our stamp. So I love the way the Dear Santa is done back to front. And I can read that really clear. So that's a really good thing for me. Okay, so we're going to put it this way on our block. And because it's going on a circle, it's not too bad. Okay, so I'm going to come in with the Memento Black. Who's got this stamp set? Anyone? Who has this stamp set? I'm just looking at this, and looking at this one here. Let me just see. Oh, make sure you put it in the whole ink, not just part of it. Let me go. I think it's going to fit on this little one. Oh my God, it is. Okay, so because it fitted on the little one, we can actually now put this dotted one underneath it and raise that up to make our stopper. Okay, so we're going to put dimensions on here because we want to raise it up. Okay. You're telling me they're right in front of me. I know you are. They were right in front of me, weren't they? Yeah, I think I'll put them back over there. Must have done. Okay, now I'm up to using, oh no, I've got a few big ones on here, so I'll grab them. And I'm just going to do one in the middle because I want it to really be a firm stopper, not an easy one to fall down. Okay, so we're going to come in with this right in, I reckon about, no, I think we're going to have to bring it down. Let me just see where this is going to stand. Oh no, we can bring it up. I'm going to bring that into there. Yes. And you can see at the moment. Okay, what's the little tip? What's the little tip when you get glue and you want to remove the glue? Does anyone remember the little tip? This is going to get someone a prize. So what's the little tip that I use? Hi Robin, how are you? Good to see you. What's the little tip that I quite often say, you can do this Your mate. That's all right, sweetie. Embossing buddy. Embossing buddy. Yes, it is. I think I saw Tanya's name. Yes, you can use the eraser as well, but we don't sell the eraser anymore. So I sort of like to go with something that I know that my customers, if they're watching me, they can actually purchase as well. That's just the way when I'm watching someone, then I like to be able to purchase, if I can, what they're using. So the embossing buddy is what I use. So Tanya Ward, I think you just came up first, but can someone confirm that for me? Tanya, were you the first one that came up? Okay, so we've got our stopper starting there, and we can bring our dear Santa. Do we like that one or do we like that one? I like that one because you can see the spots around it. What do you reckon? I reckon. We're going to put 3 on here because we want it to sit pretty well up as well. Look at that, dear Santa. This is where the important thing is to look at it when you're putting these things down over the top on the top of it, because sometimes you feel like you're looking crooked, but you're not. Okay, so our little piece here, what more do we need on this? Okay, I'm just going to bring this up. What did you get, sweetie? What did you inherit from your mum? Was it the dimensions? Oh, shadowing. Margaret, adding some shadowing on it. So that doesn't look like she's floating in the air. Good tip. Love that one. What else is coming up? Anyone else got an idea? The embossing thing. Very good, Robin. I'm glad you're jumping in. Bling. Good on you, Mary. That's a good idea too. We could add some bling. We could put like a little bling desk. I like that. Anything else? No more ideas? Ribbon. Good idea, Margaret. You could bring a bow in there, or add some ribbon or some twine. Tanya, good on you, ribbon. Caroline Matthews, hello. Did you just jump on? Heather, bling, yes. I think that's a great idea. Okay, so I'm just going to be back in 2 minutes. I'm going to put you down here so that you can see the card just for a minute, and I'm just going to go off and do what I'm going to do for it, and I'll be right back. I will be right back. That's the thick one. Okay, let's go down with this one. Sorry, girls. I would have tried to have brought the big machine across, but it's can't. So I'm not quite sure if I remember who said the embossing folder, but that is what I was going with, and that's what I had in mind. So whoever that was has won a prize. I'll have to go back and have a look to see. And does anyone know who said the embossing folder? Can anyone see who said the embossing thing or embossing folder? So I can mark on my paper. Ooh, where's all those names gone? Here. Check again. That is okay. What did you check for, darling? Oh, thanks, Caroline Matthews. Robin, you have won a gift tonight. I'm just going to put your mark you. Oh, there you are, way up there. So we've got a first, second, and you're the third prize tonight. And then we've got one more prize to go in a minute. I'm just going to do this. Okay, so what I wanted to do was make it look like she was leaning on a desk. Okay, and that was my aim when I decided to do this one tonight. And I used the wood grain embossing folder, and then I'm just going to come up and do a little bit of sponging on here, which I think Margaret sort of said, Margaret Day sort of said about doing some sponging so she's not floating up in the air, and I agree with that. It's a good idea. So she has got her little, oh God guys, I've got this camera not really well tonight, have I? So we've got our little desk happening there that she's, can you see the wood grain in there? So it looks like she's sitting on a wood grain desk. So we're just going to come up just a little bit in there and add a little bit of wood grain in there. Okay. Just going to grab that tissue and wipe that because I don't want to put my card into it. That's the last thing I want to do. Wet the whistle, as they say. Okay. Now I'm going to raise her up, but before I raise her up, I would like to put a little bit of blue around the top here as well. So I've got blue on my brush. It's very light, but I just want to add, I haven't added any ink onto this brush. It's just from the other day when I was using it. And I just wanted to bring a little bit of a blue halo around her because that way it will match in with the bottom. It's all about mixing and matching with everything, isn't it? Okay, so we're going to grab some dimensions and I'm just going to cut some little strips off my edges. I'm going to put that one down. Which way should go? I'm going to put that one down the middle. And one out to the side. Come around the other side and trim off a little bit more. And bring this one in here as well. So that gives me a nice good support. Now I'm going to bring this down here and I'm going to look at her while I am sticking this on. Okay, then once you get it into place, you can bring her up like that. And you've got your stopper as well. Okay, so I'm going to bring it up. How is our beautiful little round easel card? Isn't it beautiful? Look at the Dear Santa upside down. It is actually upside down in the stamp. I just love that it's upside down in the stamp. I really do. So that is, you can see that even just what I had on my brush had enough to put the highlight of that blue around it. Thank you, Caroline Matthews. That's lovely. But you can sort of see just bringing in that strip of paper sort of takes the bottom away a little bit different from the top, and bringing in the designer series paper as well. So then it just closes down like this and goes into a bigger envelope. Now you've got to make your envelope. Do you think we can give it another shot tonight? Let's see. Let's come down and see. And then we'll do our another gift draw. Okay, let's give this a second shot tonight. Excuse me. Okay, so we want a piece of cardstock, and I'm going to go with my white, but you could go with any colour really. You can go with a nice red one if you wanted to. Now, do you think this is going to work? Let's hope. Sorry, I've got a really dry throat tonight. I'm just going to have a mouthful of my tea. Okay, we're going to get the ruler and we are going to measure that. I'm going to measure it. So we've got 1, 2, 3 centimeters. So we've got 3 centimeters on the side. So let's see if that works for both sides. So just draw a pencil mark on that. So we want a little bit of a gap this time, because that was my problem last time. I forgot to put the gap. And we'll line that up at 7. 1, 2, 3. We've got the 10 we're going to line it up on. Let me have a little looky. Oh yeah, that's going to be good. That will fit in there quite comfortably. Yep. And then we're going to fold it over. So we want to make sure that we have more at the top and a little bit less down the bottom, or we can have more at the bottom and a little bit less up the top. So let's make this the bottom. So I'm going to bring it into the corner, and I'm going to score that at, I reckon, 8 centimeters. I'm going to keep it really even this time. Make sure I've got it nice and straight into the corner. Well, I might go, yeah, I'll go 8. I can move the card. Let's go 8. 8 centimeters. Move the card down just a fraction. And then we're going to score it. Bring it back to the line at 23. Now, does that look like it's going to be enough? Is it going to be a big enough piece of paper? So how do you know that? So the thing you're going to measure now is, it's 14.5 in the center. Okay. And then over here it's 8. And then over here, oh God, that's crooked drawing, Teresa. Where did you go with that? Put your glasses on. Put your glasses on, girl. Look at that. That is shocking. That's 23 here. And 23 is the dark one, so it's got to be here. God, that was very crooked. Look at that. Okay, so you've got 8 over that side, and you have got 7 on this side. Ooh, it's just going to fit. So let's try this. Let's try it out. Let's have a go and see how this works. Okay, so we're going to score at 3, so it's easy to line it up at the 3 centimeters on your ruler. Turn it around and line it up at 3. I think it's going to work. And then we're going to line it up at 8. Now, I'm not going to I'm going to turn that around because I'm going the wrong way. I'm not going to score the other side just yet. I'm going to score this at 8. So we're going to work on the bottom first before I do any more. So we're going to cut up here. To that score line and cut out on this score line. We're going to cut over here on this score line. Go straight, Teresa. That was crooked. Did you see how crooked that was? Let's turn it around this way and straighten that up. That's a bit better. That was really crooked. Okay. Then we're going to bring this bit up, just this bit to start off with. And we're going to pop our card in there. And we can see that that's going to fit quite all right. And we can actually bring our line, our fold line down a bit further. Can you see that? We can actually bring it down just a little bit further. So we're going to make this side 8 as well. Okay, so I'm going to do 8 centimeters on this side. Now you can rub the pencil marks out. Okay, so it's just going to bring it down that little bit more. Okay, so just do that. We're going to turn around and we're going to do exactly the same on this side. Bring this in here and measure that up at 8, so you can measure it on your board and score it. Now I have got a little rubber here. That I can do here, rub that out there. Okay, but before we do any more, we're going to come in and we're going to find that score line that we just did. I'm going to fold down on it because sometimes it's just easier to see it once you've creased it. So we're going to cut into the fold line, into that score line there, then cut into this one over here as well. You can use your paper trimmer, girls. If you want that nice, dead-on straight line, paper trimmer is a good idea because you do get that nice straight line. Okay, so we're going to go here. Now, if you've got one of the old-fashioned corner rounder punches, which I love, and they don't have anymore, but I just love them, you can do that in there. So when you bring this bit in and this bit in to the side, you'll want to do that little V down the bottom, definitely, to take that bulk away. Okay, so you're cutting into that corner. So when you fold it in, it's sort of coming down a little bit. Okay, so you want that on that bit, on the bottom bit. Okay, now I'm just going to, for some reason, my score line was really crooked. Okay, so I'm just going to line that up. Line it up. Okay, and then bring it down. I don't know why it was crooked, but it just really was. Just didn't want to sit right. So when you're gluing this, don't glue this. Don't glue this. Just to add some glue on this bit here. Up the side and up this side. Okay, now just glue it on there. So it's nicely there. This is going to come down here, so you'll want to now clip that back and cut these little V's on here. You can cut them before you glue it down if you want to. It's okay. Then our little card goes in there, and this folds over, and you have got plenty of room for your card to go in there. You can put some tape across here, and then you can just pull the tape off when you're ready to post it. You can also come in and do the back of this with the designer series paper as well. So you'd cut it at 15 by 8, and you could cover this with the designer series paper with the candy sticks as well. Okay, so that worked tonight. Yes. So you can sort of see it works out really lovely. You can decorate your envelopes up with some candy cane stamps and things like that if you want to do it. But adding that strip of designer series paper on the back. You can always put a seal on here if you've got a seal, or your name and address. If you've got your name and address that are on those peel-offs, you can put one of them across there. Or you can just put the tear tape on the back here and then on there. Okay, so there's our beautiful little round easel card made from those beautiful dies. I love that. It did work great, yeah, and they do work really good because you can use your 12 by 12 paper as well, like your 12 by 12 white paper, so you can do bigger envelopes if you need to, and especially if you're handing it to a friend. But if you're posting it, you know, you can put it in a post bag, but I mean, if you're going to hand it to a friend, you can still make that beautiful paper. You can even make it out of the designer series paper. So, you know, with your 12 by 12, and then just cut out a little white to go on the front, and you can address it to them. Okay, so our next winner for tonight is, let me see who our winner is tonight, and it is, okay, my finger is running, and it is, I've got Gail Maslin. Oh, Gail Maslin. It took me a minute to work out who that was, but Gail, I know who you are because you walk your dog of a morning. I've got the right person, haven't I? So I better put a number next to your name as well, so I don't forget. Number 4. Well, I hope you all enjoyed our class tonight. I hope you had a little bit of fun joining in, and I will see you tomorrow at 2 o'clock. God bless you all. Thank you for joining me. Bye for now.